Now let's have sample problem 7.4. Let's draw the shear and bending moment diagrams for the beam and loading shown. So we have here a slightly overhanging beam, AE, where we have a 1.5 kips per foot of distributed load at the end. No? So the first step that we'll do here before we draw the shear and bending moment diagram is to get the reactions at the support. So since this one here is a hinge, it has a reaction AXAY. And since there is no loading along the horizontal, so our AX here is 0. So we only have DY and AY here. Okay, so to get the reactions at point D and point A, we can have summation of moments at point A to get the reaction at point D. No? So summation of moments at point A. Before we can do summation, we have a distributed load here. What we do here is we need to replace this distributed load by a concentrated load applied at the centroid or along the centroid. So since this is a rectangle, its centroid is somewhere located along this line here at the middle. No? So papalitan natin to ng concentrated load applied at a distance, this distance here. So since the whole distance is 8, this should be 4. So what will be the magnitude? So the magnitude is just the magnitude of the concentrated load that we will be replacing this distributed load here is just equal to the area of this distributed load here. That is 1.5 times 8. No? So we have 1.5 times 8. We have this equal to 12 kips. Okay? So now we're ready to sum all the moments at point A. No? So at point A, we have this one here clockwise. So this one is negative, negative. We have positive and negative. So negative 20 times the moment arm, which is 6. This one here is negative 12 times the moment arm, that is 8 plus 6. We have 14. This one here is D, which is positive, times its moment arm. We have 6 plus 8 plus 10. We have 24. And then lastly, for the concentrated, we have 12 kips negative kasi clockwise times its moment arm, which is 8 plus 6 plus 8, 14 plus 10, 24 plus 4, we have 28. That is equal to 0. If we solve that, we have 20 times 6 plus 12 times 14 plus 12 times 28 divided by 24, we have D equal to 26, and it's positive 26 kips. So our D here is equal to 26 kips. How about Y? Right? I mean AY. So we can use summation of forces along Y positive upward. So that would be A positive. We have negative 20, negative 12, positive 26, and negative 12 is equal to 0. So if we solve that, we have 20 plus 12 plus 12 minus 26. We have this 18. So our A here is equal to 18. 18 kips. Okay, now we're ready to draw the shear and moment diagram. So what we do here is we need to project lang natin yung every point. So we have 5 points here, point A, B, C, and D, and E. From our previous video, we said that in our shear curve is 1 degree higher than our load curve. Same as with the moment curve, no? Our moment curve is 1 degree higher than our shear curve, no? So if we say, for example, our load curve here, we have our shear curve and our bending moment curve, no? If our shear curve is linear, that is x to the 1 linear, since our our moment curve or bending moment diagram is 1 degree higher than our shear diagram, so this one here becomes quadratic, no? If our shear curve is linear, our moment curve is quadratic kasi 1 degree higher. So if our shear curve is 1 degree higher than our load curve, our load curve would be x to the power of 0, or that is constant, no? Now how about if our shear curve is x to the 0, or is the one to be constant? What would be our moment curve or bending moment diagram? So that would be x to the 1 or linear. How about the load curve? So since 1 degree higher yung shear curve natin, yung load curve natin would be 0. Okay? So if kung 0 na yung load curve natin, your shear curve would be constant and yung moment curve natin o moment diagram natin should be linear. So ito lang, no? So ayan. Now let's draw our shear diagram. So in drawing our shear diagram, we look at point A first, no? Yung A natin experiences a shear force at this point here, and its value is 18 kips. So therefore, at point A here, ayan, yung shear diagram natin would raise to this point, no? Dapat nandito siya sa 18 kips, no? This is for our shear. Okay. Na yung sabi ko kanina, if yung load curve natin, yung segment natin from A to B, wala tayong nilagay dito na load, no? So therefore, yung load curve natin is 0. If kung yung load curve natin is 0, yung shear curve natin is x to the 0 or constant. So since yung load curve natin dito 0, yung shear curve natin is constant. Ano yung graph ng constant? Flat line lang, no? Hindi ko pala na-project tong B natin. So somehow yung B natin, ayan. So from A to B, yung shear natin is constant. So expected that in our moment curve, magiging linear yung graph natin. Okay? So ayan. So from point A, nag-raise tayo ng 18 kips, and then to B, constant, and then from B, bababa ka ng 20 units, no? So bababa ka ng 20 units. Kung bababa ka ng 20 units, so yung height na to is 80 na. So ito siya is negative 2. Kasi 20 minus 18, we have negative 2. And from B to C, wala tayong load. So therefore, constant din yung shear natin. So constant din yan. And then from C, meron tayong shear na 12 units downward. So bababa tayo by 12 units. So 12 units downward plus negative 2, we have negative 14. And from C to D natin, since ito siya is 0 din yung load, so therefore yung shear natin is constant. And then yung D natin dito at point D, tataas daw tayo ng 26. So magdadagdag tayo ng 20 units upward dito. So kung ito siya 14, then dapat yung total 26. This should be plus 12, no? Kasi 26 minus 14, we have 12. Now, from point D to point E, meron na tayong load. And yung load natin is constant. Di ba yung constant na load, yung shear natin should be linear. No? If linear yung shear. Kung linear yung shear, dalawa lang yung kailangan nating points. No? So we need to have 2 points in order to create a line. So since we already have 1 point here, hanapin natin yung shear at point E para dalawa na yung points natin. So paano natin mahanap? We have our formula as V2 minus V1, no? In this case, we have VE minus VD. That is equal to the negative area under the load curve from D to E. Diba? So ano yung area na yan? Itong area na to. Okay, so ano yung area na to? We have rectangle man, so we have base times height. Ano yung base? We have 8. Ano yung height? 1.5. So 8 times 1.5, we have 12. So this one here, we have negative base, which is 8, and height, which is 1.5. Okay? So ano yung VD natin? Yung VD natin, this one here, this is 12 yung VD natin, no? So this is 12. So therefore, yung VE natin is just equal to 12 minus 8 times 1.5 is also 12. So therefore, yung VE natin is just equal to 0. No? This one. At this point. Ano yung sabi natin kanina? Yung shear curve natin is linear. No? So therefore, point D and E is connected by a line. So technically, or basically, ito na yung shear curve natin. Ayan. Now let's proceed with our load bending moment diagram. So for our bending moment diagram, drawing lang tayo. Ayan. And then, ayan. So this one here is for the bending moment. Okay? So yung bending moment natin, ano yung formula natin? We have M2 minus M1 is just equal to the positive area under the shear curve from 1 to 2. So ayan lang yung formula, di ba? So if we try to apply this expression here to create the bending moment, we have how many points here? This one, this is point A, sabihin natin, this is point B, this is point C, point D, and point E natin. So applying this equation here, we have MB minus MA is just equal to the positive area under the shear curve from A to B. We have also MC minus MB is just equal to the positive area under the shear curve from B to C. And then we have MD minus MC2. MC is just equal to the positive area under the shear curve from C to D. And then lastly, we have ME minus MC is just equal to the positive area under the shear curve from, this should be D, no? From D to E. Okay, so solve lang natin to. Again, ano yung area nito? So if this one here is A, B, C, D, E, kung ito yung isolve natin, may moment ba tayo sa A? Wala tayong moment, no? So therefore, yung moment natin at point A, 0, no? So ito siya, directly 0. So kukunin lang natin yung area under the shear curve from A to B. So this is our A to B. So ano daw yung area na to? area na to is just a rectangle. So that is just base times height. Ano yung base? 6. Ano yung height? 18. So this one here is 18 times 6. The same as with here, from B to C, no? B to C, the area nito. Ano yung area nito? Base times height, or 8 times negative 2. 8 times negative 2. How about this one? Rectangle pa rin, base times height. So that is 10 times negative 14. And then lastly, E to D natin, from D to E. So D to E natin, ano yung area na to? This area here is an area of a triangle. So ano yung area ng triangle? We have 1/2 base times height. So ano yung base natin? That is simply just 8. And then yung height natin is 12. So that is 8 times 12. So solve lang natin to sila. Ayan. Okay. We have 18 times 6. We have positive 108. Ito naman, we have negative 16. And then this one here is negative 140. And then lastly, we have 4 times 12. We have 48 positive. So from this expression, knowing that MA is 0, our MB here, MB, that is directly equal to 108. So MB here is equal to 108. Ayan. So yung MB pala natin is somehow nandito daw. Positive 108. Now ano yung graph niya? No? So knowing that ito siya is constant, so ano yun? Constant. Ano yung susunod na graph? Linear. So therefore, since ito constant, dito we have linear. So linear lang to siya. Linear meaning, i-connect lang natin to with a straight line. So ayan. So how about this? MC, dito tayo sa C. So yung MC natin minus, ano yung MB natin? We have 108, no? 108 is equal to negative 16. So from this expression, magkakakuha tayo ng MC equal to 108 minus 16, we have 92. 92. And it's positive. No? So, the same pa rin, no? If we have here constant, yung susunod is linear. Okay? So, at point C, somewhere dito, we have plus 92. And it's still linear. So, i-connect natin to with a straight line. So, ayan. And then, for the next, we have MD. Ano yung value ni MD? MD is just MD minus MC, which is 92, is equal to negative 140. So we have our MD equal to negative 48. So our MD here is negative. Okay? So sabihin natin somewhere nandito. And since ito constant, the same pa rin, no? Ang susunod is linear. So i-connect natin to with a line. Ayan. Now lastly, we have ME. Ano yung value ni ME? So we have ME minus, ano yung MD natin? MD is negative 48 is equal to 48. So ito makakancel. We have our ME equal to 0. So yung ME pala natin is nandito sa 0. Kung 0 yan, knowing that this one here is linear, ano yung susunod ng linear? Should be quadratic. No? So, yung graph natin dito to connect D and E is a parabola. But is it frowning or smiling? Diba what I have said from the previous video, if yung shear natin is decreasing, magdi-decrease yung grade mo, masasad ka talaga. So, therefore, ito siya is concave, downward. No? Magpa-frown. So, ito na yung moment diagram natin. Now, if you're not satisfied and you want to find the distance wherein yung moment natin is magiging 0, or this one here, ayan, kung gusto mong hanapin kung ano yung distance nito, sabihin natin, palitan natin yan ng value na x. Paano natin yan kukunin? Sabihin natin that this point here is point F. I-project natin to sa taas, no? So basically, ito lang yung area na to. Yung gusto natin, no? At segment C to F. So if you want to get that x, paano natin yan kukunin? We simply just substitute to the formula, no? We have MF minus MC. So, MC and MF tayo, no? Ito yung point 1 natin, ito yung point 2 natin. It's just equal to the positive area under the shear curve from C to F. No? So, ano yung value niya? It's just still rectangle. So, that is base times height. Ano yung height niya? Negative 14. Ano naman yung base? So, basically, yung base natin is this distance here. Ano ba yung distance na to? That is just x minus the distance 14 here. No? So, 14. So, substitute lang natin. Ano yung MF natin? Kung makikita nyo, yung F natin dito is at 0 na y. So, therefore, yung MF natin is 0. How about yung MC natin? MC natin is somehow 92. So, we have here, substitute, negative 92 is just equal to yung base natin, which is x minus 14 times the height, which is 14. So, kung isolve natin to, makakakuha tayo ng x, which is equal to, here, x minus 14 times the height. Yung height natin is negative 14. So, this should be negative, no? Isolve natin to, we have negative 92 plus 14 squared minus, minus divided by negative 14. We have 20.57. So, ayan lang.